Hi and welcome back to a new episode, and today I'm going to do more or less episode 2 of my preparations for the Fjällräven Classic 2021 and talk about how I pack my gear in the Atom Plus backpack and why. I guess some of you already watched last week's video about my full gear list for Fjällräven Classic 2021. If you didn't, just follow the link up in the corner. All of that gear, including food, fuel and water, are going to fit inside my Atom Plus backpack with a lot of room to spare. Like I have mentioned a couple of times, I'm using the Atom Plus backpack in the 50-liter version from Atom Packs with a roll top closure. And the way you pack your gear in your backpack not only depends on what gear you have, but also what type of backpack you have. So if you don't have a backpack with a roll top closure like I do, you can still make this work with just a few small changes. Now, with that said, let's start packing. In my backpack, I start with the liner to keep things that needs to be dry, well, dry. My backpack is made out of VX21, so it is waterproof, but it is not seam sealed, so it can leak a few drops. So that's why it is good to have some sort of protection inside, like a liner. In that liner, I start by putting in all my spare and sleeping clothes, like a shirt, pants, underwear and socks. Bam! Bam!
Bam!
In there, I also put my pillow and the straps for the quilt. Then I put in my quilt, just stuffing it in there. And on top of the quilt, I put my down jacket. Now, that depends, right? Yeah, it does. If it is a little bit colder and let's say I want to use it during a break, then I put it inside the backpack but on the top. But now when it is summertime and hot outside, I only use it during the evenings or during the night. So it goes inside the liner. Now everything that needs to be kept dry is in the liner. Now I just push all the air out like that and twist and seal the liner. Easy peasy. Next item down in the pack is my sleeping pad, the Neo Air X Therm Large. I fold it to a square piece that is of similar size as the backside of my backpack. I then push the liner to the front and squeeze the pad between the liner and the backside of the backpack. That way it takes up less space than if being rolled. On top of that I put my DCF food pod. And in there I have all of my food, fuel and cook kit. And in the cook kit I have my Soto Amicus, my mini Bic and my folder cup, all secured in a small mesh bag. I think this is the perfect spot for it because this is probably the piece in your pack that individually weighs the most. So to have it somewhat centered in your backpack is a good idea. If I want to eat lunch during the day, I take out the lunch and sport and put it in the mesh pocket for easy access. Then on top of the food bag I put things that I might need during the day, like the ditty bag where I have my toilet paper and trowel, and my electronics bag if I need to charge my phone during the day. Now that is everything that goes inside the bag. As you can see, I have a lot of room for additional gear if needed. Now I just roll the roll top down and secure it. In the mesh pocket on the outer of my backpack, I put things that needs to be easy, accessible during the day. Gear I put in there is my rain jacket and the rain kilt that goes all the way down to the bottom. And the final piece in the mesh pocket is my sit pad. In one of the side pockets I store my shelter. And the reason for doing so is that I don't have to open my backpack to put up my shelter. So in case of heavy rain, I make sure that everything in my backpack stays dry. Clever guy. Well, thanks. In the other side pockets, I have my water filtration kit, the Xenoc Vector 2-liter bag and the K2Dyne B free filter. And if I bring my Helinox chair, this is where I would store it as well. In the front mesh pockets on my shoulder straps is where I store my two 50 centiliter water bottles. I love having them there because I have a very difficult time to reach into my side pockets with the backpack on. Now that's everything that goes into and on the outside of my backpack. For additional gear like my beanie, first aid kit, mosquito head net, compass and my waterproof overmittens, and of course the snacks for the day, goes into the Zero Waste Fanny Pack by Atom Packs. That's it, that's the full gear list and how I pack it in the Atom Plus backpack. The total base weight for this gear setup is 5.43 kilos or about 12 pounds. And that is pretty close to ultralight if you ask me, and a weight I'm more than happy with to carry for a long distance. If you want to know more about my gear and the specific weights on specific items, just follow the link down in the description to LighterPack. That's it for today, and thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions to me regarding my gear or anything else, just leave a comment down below and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Also, I would very much appreciate if you took the time to subscribe to support this channel. Also, I do recommend you to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos, and thumbs up if you like this video. And I will see you next week, right? Bye bye.